I got mine.
God is on my side.
Okay.
And you're supposed to say, my God is on my
How
side.
you pointing at me?
God is on my side.
Anyway.
You're supposed to say.
Okay. First of all, welcome to a podcast for poets. And this is Time for Manning Up. I'm your host, Jasper, Mr. Horace Manning, Sr. And this is my lovely co-host, the beautiful.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Sophia.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to jump right in.
Jump
Right
in.
now, school's getting ready to let out, and you're going to have some kids that are going to have to go through the summers and stuff, and they'll get a little bit of a break because, some kids pretty much take care of their households. I've been an educator for 26 years, and we've had situations where kids will come to school and they're tired, being up all night, sleepy, cranky, and when you going in and your parents are working 2 or 3 jobs because you're in a single parent household, then the kids are having to carry that extra weight so that the household can function. So you have some kids that will come to school and are tired after cooking dinner, helping their brothers and sisters or siblings with their homework.
Babysitting.
Okay, that too. And then they got to come to school and listen to an educator undermine their efforts at home because all they care about is the outcome, the grades and stuff in school.
Where's your homework?
So, teachers have a tough job. The kids have a tough job. I had an administrator tell me once. She said, "Mr. Manning, the parents are sending us the best that they have." And I thought that was an amazing statement. But that allowed me an opportunity to go back in class and continue to teach kids. And, just a different look, a different perspective. So I wrote a poem called Grown Little Child based on some of the experiences that I've had in class. And hope you can take something away from this and just know that this is what some of our educators have to deal with when kids come to class. And what kids go through. This is called Grown Little Child. Grown little child with her hands on her hips. Little boy with a swag trying to walk with a dip. Exposed to grown folk stuff. Now you think you're grown. You will find out soon enough when you have to live on your own. Talking back to grown folks because you've seen some things. It does not make you a scholar. One day you will know what I mean. I know that things happen, and it really wasn't your fault. Education will guide you in life, but a smart mouth will bring all that to a halt. Some take care of siblings, and some kids run their home. And just because you cook and clean, that don't make you grown.
Sure don't.
Just because your boyfriend makes you feel a certain way. Because you think your stuff don't stink, you can say what you want to say. Be careful what you say and do, thinking that you are grown. Because one day your parents will leave. Then you'll have to be grown. Ooh. All right, that was a poem that I wrote based on some students that I had in class. And if you guys have some comments, feel free to log on to our website and leave us a blog. We got some comments from last week's podcast, and a lot of people were happy with some of the things that we shared. So, without that, my default section, what we have for takeaway? I'm sorry, Sophia. Sexy is my name for her.
Oh my. Here you go.
Okay.
Okay. Takeaways. I want to see the poem kind of hit on accountability versus attitude.
Okay. All right.
So, kids have smart mouths,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you got some
Okay,
more.
they need to stop that. Okay. The truth isn't about being too tough to listen. It's about having the humility to learn from people who have walked the path before us. And
Okay.
for them.
And then you gotta look at some of the neighborhoods these kids come from too. So I mean, some of them they have to be tough when they leave school.
I mean, tough still don't make you grown.
No, it doesn't.
Don't make you grown. I mean, the reality of the world is when they get grown and they have to pay their own bills. They all living on their own.
Yeah.
They cooking and cleaning actually in their own residence. You know, they're able to afford things.
Okay. Yeah.
That's making them grown. But their attitudes, that's not gonna make them grown.
Okay. And you're right. It won't make them grown. And but what about? Why do you think kids feel like they can talk back to grown people?
I feel like that's a shield. I feel like that they have probably been hurt, and they probably are at the point where they're trying to advocate for themselves. They just probably haven't been given the proper tools to advocate in a respectful way. So hurt people hurt people. So maybe they are speaking from a place of hurt, and they're probably speaking from a place of protection. So they're probably protecting themselves. So
Okay.
their only outlet is anger. So they have not been taught anything else.
Yeah, that's a good point. So what do you think, as adults, how do you think we should handle it?
I think adults should approach the youth with empathy. I think that they should like look at the child and see themselves in the child, or the kid, or just to humanize it.
Yeah, because
You know?
yeah.
Because they've been there before.
Yeah.
You know, they've been young before. The kids have not been adults before, but we've been kids before.
Okay.
And so we should look at them and treat them how we would like to be treated.
Okay. So if they do that, then what do you think would be the outcome from the kid?
I think the kids should they probably would lower their guard, and catch some of the wisdom that we're trying to share.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. All right. Well, guys, that's it for our segment this evening.
That's it. That's all we got.
So, with that being said, we want to piggyback on that grown little child. Here's an earlism for you guys to take away with you. Do not define your circumstances by your potential. If you do not believe it, no one else will. Do not be defined by your circumstance, but by your potential. Because if you don't believe it, nobody else will. All right. Other than that, I think that's going to pretty much be it for tonight. So we're going to sign off, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Time to Manning Up.
Thank you.
How do you say you've never been on a microphone without saying you've never been on a microphone?
I don't know how you say that.
All right, guys.
Either way, let's just win this together. You know, we all are striving to make an impact, especially on these youths today.
Yeah, because they need our help. And guys, we've got to be able to communicate with them in order for them to make it to the next level. So I want to try, and my wife is trying to give back. These are some of the things that we see on a daily basis, and this is our way of giving back. So this is the podcast of poets, and we're going to sign off. So we're going to say T2MU. All right, manning up, and we're out.
No, that's not what we're supposed to say. It's supposed to be T2MU.
Time to manning up.
Yes, and you say manning
Out.
up, and
Oh.
I say manning out.
Okay. Manning up.
Manning out. See you next time.
You know,